Rise and shine, family. So look, I wanted to do a video and dedicate it to all those family members who have the audacity to call yourself cutting people off because they changed the way they were programmed to think since birth. You're wrong for that. And it's very sad that we continue to do this to our family members. Like, we say we love each other. A family's supposed to be a tribe that sticks together through thick and thin, spends money together, right? And loves one another through everything, have each other's back, right? Be willing to lay their lives down for each other. And just because somebody doesn't think the way they were raised to think, you disown them. Oh, you got nothing else to say to them. What is your problem? What makes you think you're any better than anybody else? Like, people don't change their programming or their way of belief because they're mad at their belief, because they're mad at people, any of that. People simply awaken because they refuse to agree with things that disagree with their soul. You understand? Like, throughout life, we hear many concepts, and many times we accept them. We accept them because it's the majority, right? Like, everybody seems to think this way, right? Whether that be religion, politics, whatever the case may be, right? And then as you start to get older and you start to develop your own personality, you start to realize that you actually don't see things that way. You're kind of taught to, and then when you go against religion, politics, anything like that you were raised to believe in, your family don't realize, like, you as family members, you don't realize that the person who gave up their frame of thinking to earn and unlearn that in order to take on something new, you don't realize what they've been through. Like, they really had to give up everything they identified with. That already is hurtful, right? They're trying to recover their mindset to be able to trust their surroundings again because they've believed something for so long that is untrue. And they've learned that it's not productive to their lives to continue to believe that way, right? They've now went through this process of eliminating the way they were trained and learning something new, which is ridiculously hard. If you guys have done this, you are one of the elite. You are one of the very few people who have been able to do this now. It normally crushes people to the point to where they can never rise again. Okay, they can never recover simply because their mindset has been taken from them, right? Or what they identify with has been taken from them. Like, just imagine you find out that the father you were always raised to believe, right? Your mother that you always were raised to believe that was your mother. You find out that they're not your mother, right? Yeah, you lose, you have all your memories with this person. Let's just say they adopted you at a young age. You have all of your memories with this person still, right? But you lost your biological connection with them, and now you don't know how you got to this world. It would disrupt a lot in you simply because, number one, now you're curious as to how you got here, right? Who are your actual biological parents? But then it hurts because it's like, dang, you're not my parents? Like, I was taught this my whole life. Like, my cousins aren't my cousins, my brothers aren't my brothers, my sisters aren't my sisters, so forth and so on. It would disrupt your whole reality, right? Well, that is exactly what it's like to give up things like religion and, these type of ideas that kept us in a frame of thinking and kept us acting a certain way for so long. And once we are able to do that, you guys want to disown us. Like, it's unreal. So it's just like if I were to discover that my parents were not my parents. And in light of this fact, my cousins don't want to be my cousins anymore because they heard that, as if it changes who I am. We always loved each other, right? We were always in each other's lives. We always had each other's back. And now that you find that I'm not connected biologically, you can just disown me? Like, you guys disown people because they don't believe the same as you. Like, you cut people off because they don't agree with you. That's stupid. I really don't understand that. How you think that makes you a better person for cutting someone off, disowning them because they did something or they think a certain way and it's outside of the way you think, right? Like, you don't think that they've gone somewhere, gotten some new knowledge, right? Been enlightened to some things that they weren't previously enlightened to, and this is what helped them change their mind. Instead, y'all go gossiping about your own family members behind their back, telling people they're crazy, they lost their mind, don't talk to them, they done snap, their screws are loose. Like, you gaslighting your own family members because they disagree with you, because they don't agree with your programming. Man, we got to cut this stuff out, man. Shame on y'all. And shout out to all of you who have gave up your old frame of thinking in light of new information because you realized it wasn't fact, and there's no need to hang on to something that is not fact. I applaud you guys. I absolutely salute you guys because you've went through giving it up. You've had your heart broken, and I know you've experienced people cutting you off, acting like they're better than you now, acting like they're sane and you're the person that's got something wrong with them because you realize that what y'all been thinking or been taught for so long is untrue. Man, I promise you, I salute you guys. Keep being elite. Keep being that chosen fruit, that chosen few. We need you, okay? Keep living your truth and do not let them disowning you make you run back to ignorance. Please don't. I know it's hard out here, but man, when you know this stuff disagrees with your soul, stand against it, family. Continue to do so regardless of who want to cut you off. Forget it. You understand? If that's how they want to be, let them be that way. There's going to be people that walk away from us. We know that. But we have to be us. We have to be true to our souls, true to ourselves, right? That's it, family. I salute you guys. And shame on all of you family members who are doing that, for real. Right? Be evolution. Be the change that you want to see. No candle loses its flame from lighting another. And if you were to ever find yourself in the middle of chaos, it is in that chaos that you have found yourself. Peace, beautiful souls.